What's going on, guys? Man George, and today we're going to do a little range test on the ET Max. This is going to be a slow speed range test. This is going to be the one and only time that this wheel goes slow for an extended period of time. I'm going to try my best to keep it under 30 miles an hour. That's kind of my goal. It's tough to do on this wheel, but I'm sure we'll keep it under 30. We're just going to keep it chill. Like, that's the goal. 20 miles an hour average ride speed. See how far we get. I just spent the better part of this morning fine-tuning exactly how I want this thing to ride, between calibration, pad setting, pedal height, just all the little things. There's still some discrepancy in the app right now. It says it only charged to 164 volts or 164 point something, because I've only done 1 mile and it's already at 163.9. I don't think I lost 4 volts in 1 mile of riding so far. So I don't know if that's a reporting issue or if it's an issue with the wheel. I'm going to worry about that stuff later today, because I'm itching to ride. I'm going to ride. It's 75 degrees out. It's noontime. Let's go. All right, so like I said, goal is to keep it probably at like a 20 mile an hour average speed, something like that. Yeah, so in a way we go. The luggage case in the back here does give it a little bit of a backwards weight distribution. So the wheel wants to kind of go backwards with that on there. So I had to recalibrate it just a little bit more forward than I had it yesterday. Like I said, we're starting off at, it says 164 volts. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know why it would have charged 4 volts short. We'll see. We'll worry about the exact semantics later. For now, let's just ride this thing down until she beeps. I think that's kind of the plan for today, is I want to ride it until it starts beeping at me at like 25, 30 miles an hour, because that's like your real usable range, right? Like, sure, you can probably, with the 50S cells in this bad boy, you can probably ride it safely all the way down to 0, to an extent, obviously. But like, this wheel wants to go fast. I don't think it's really safe to be riding it that fast. It's definitely not advisable to be riding it on 0 battery. So once she starts beeping, when she hit like 25, 30 miles an hour, that's kind of when it's like, all right, I gotta find a charge. I gotta stop riding this thing before I make a mistake. So that's gonna be what we do. We ride it down until it starts beeping at you. All right, here we go. First stop, and I have done a pretty good job so far of sticking to the plan. Topped out at 31 miles per hour. I did GPS and speed correct the wheel. So these should be pretty accurate numbers. 31 miles per hour. I've done 9.32 miles, and we're at 91% battery. Not bad. Not bad at all. Much better than I expected it to perform so far. Let's see if the trend continues. I think it said it was 161 volts. I don't know, whatever. 91% is what EUC World is reporting. So really good job so far by the ET Max. I'm averaging 18.9 miles per hour. I'm trying to do a lot of sitted riding so that I'm cutting down wind resistance, trying to eke the most amount of range that we can out of this thing while trying to hit that 20 mile an hour average speed. So just, you know, calm, cool accelerations, nothing crazy. Like I said, this is literally best case scenario. How much miles can I get on this thing? I probably weigh, I don't know, $185, $190, tops 200 right now. Plus, I don't know how heavy is my bag today. Bag's pretty heavy today. Call it 20 pounds. Plus the charger on the back at that 5 pounds. Plus the seat's probably 2 or 3 pounds. Helmet's a couple pounds. So, you know, my fully loaded weight is easily, you know, around 220, I would guess. So yeah, the plan from here, I think, is to take her down to Colt State Park. I think that's what I'm going to do today. I know that there's a lot of charging along that route, so you know, I could stop in many places in between here and there. There's charging there, so hopefully I don't get stranded anywhere once I hit the beeps. Okay, apparently I can't open EUC World while filming, but so far we have gone, what's that make it, 16 and a half miles. 16 and a half miles, we're down to 77% battery, it says. So we're basically on pace for 60 miles, something like that. Top speed of 32 point something and average speed of 18.5. Okay, let's keep chugging. We definitely lost a lot there from the Ped Bridge to here as far as like our pace. The pace at the Ped Bridge was almost 100 miles. We're already down to a 60-mile pace, so not great. Let's just keep pushing forward though. See what happens. All right, so I ended up blowing right past Cold State Park and coming down to one of our old haunts that we haven't been to in quite a while. I used to hang out here and charge back when we only charged at like 3 to 5 amps. But yeah, so let's see, progress report. We are at 57% battery and we have done 26.11 plus 1.8, so like call it 28 miles. Not bad. So we're still on pace for about that 60 miles. I think that's probably what we'll end up getting here. Average speed 18.7 miles per hour, topping out at 32.9, so 33 miles an hour. Yeah, so far so good. Just gonna stretch my legs for a minute and then we'll head back into Providence, and I gotta get some food, man. I'm hungry. It's like 2 o'clock by now. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 3 o'clock by now. I gotta go. Gotta head back to Prov, run this battery down, and get some food while I charge. Unfortunately, I've only got a 5 amp charger, the stock charger for right now, which sucks. I got a Roger charger on order. It should be here tomorrow. I was trying to borrow Nick's charger, but no dice. Nick has one of the hyperchargers for his ET Max, and he ain't riding, he's working. But this didn't work out. So I will be charging on the slow boat once we finish this test. But let's keep riding, and because I'm trying to think of like what I could eat out here. There's a really nice seafood spot. It's kind of expensive though. There's a pizza joint. I don't know. I think we'll just head back to Providence, get something there. So I'm riding down the bike path, and I go past a can, and I notice that it's not open. I'm like, what the fuck? So I turned around. I thought it was a beer. I thought somebody dropped a beer in the path, but apparently somebody dropped a Monster Energy drink. Free Monster. Look at that. You see, you go riding, you never know what you're gonna find. Yeah, it's perfectly good. Look at that. All right, well, I am starting to beat at about 25-ish miles an hour now. So I think that's pretty much our range test. Results not that great. We're reading basically 53 miles, 53 and change. I'm reading 3% left. I'm still at 134 volts, so I have 10 volts to play with. So I got plenty of juice to get home, but I really think this is basically your usable range. So 50, what did we say, 54 miles, 53 miles? Somewhere right in that range. Yeah, I mean, not great. Definitely less than I would get on the EX30. I'm gonna get some food and head home, and we will talk about the results. All right, well, it is a good thing I started heading home instead of getting food. Go get food some other time, because now, 14 miles an hour, I'm already starting to beat. So it's, she dead. She is dead. We're at 50, what, 54, 55-ish miles. Yeah, so she dead. Luckily, I'm only, half mile from the house. All right, this is kind of annoying. It's just beeping for no reason. I hope the battery is not busted or something. Why is it? Yeah, the spec sheet says 126 volts. It starts beeping at me. It's 130 volts. It's already beeping at me. What the hell?